I'm here with Leela Srinivasan from Lever. Hello.
Hi there, Trevor.
So I've been interviewing people about AI, and I'd really like your take on what your thoughts are on AI and also what Lever is doing in this space, please.
Sure. So before I delve in, I will correct you, Trevor. The company is Lever.
Lever.
Rhymes with clever.
Rhymes with Trevor.
Rhymes with Trevor, so there'll be no forgetting that in future. So AI,
Sorry.
no problem. AI is probably the buzzword of the conference, or the buzz acronym of the conference, I guess you would say. I was talking to one of the analysts yesterday, and he was testing me to see if I would say that Lever was dabbling in AI. And the reality is, I think there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of overblown usage of the term. People seem to be gravitating toward talking about AI. But what's really important, I think, and what Lever's point of view around this is, it's important to serve up products that deliver intelligence, actionable insight that will somehow help recruiting teams and their organizations to recruit in a more effective way, in a more efficient way, to recruit in a way that helps them learn progressively based on their past successes and failures. And so as we think about building our products at Lever, we're less concerned with artificial intelligence and more concerned with intelligence, period.
So how does Lever, did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Do that?
So I'll give you one or two examples. So last month at our customer summit, the Talent Innovation Summit, we announced that within one of our products, Lever Nurture, we're about to start helping companies to intelligently surface past candidates from their database who might be a good fit for existing roles. So in looking across the almost 1,500 companies that use Lever and taking a look at their databases and understanding usage, 25% or less of the candidates in a database are typically in that active candidate mode. At some companies it's far lower as a percentage, which means that the vast majority of candidates are in what we call the archive state. Now, they may have been archived because the timing was off, because they were underqualified for that specific role, perhaps they just were a silver medalist. But those could be very valuable candidates, and especially when you're recruiting in tight labor markets, the talent pool isn't infinite. And so what we're helping companies do is just mine that more effectively, so that each time they open up a role, they're not starting from scratch. There's no need for Groundhog Day. We'll match based on the role that's open, the candidate's past progression through the candidate pipeline, their past interview scores, and all the other touch points that they've had with the organization.
So what is the next moves for Lever? I mean, you've put the intelligence in there now. Where do you see it going to next?
We're going to continue to double down on the things that have made us, I think, a little bit different in the marketplace. Automation. It's you think about automation and intelligence, and often those two things are a little bit at odds. Automation you think of as being somewhat dumb, and intelligence feels sort of inaccessible, hard to get at. But for us, one of the things we've been building on since the early days at Lever was automating away the administrative work that unfortunately is a big part of the recruiter's day. Nobody gets into recruitment because they want to spend their lives scheduling interviews or creating slides for executive teams or working on the admin. That's really the noisy work that has to happen as part of the recruitment process. So we're going to continue to find ways to eliminate that work so that recruiting teams, talent leaders, hiring managers, and more can really focus on what's most important, which is building relationships with candidates.
Leela, I thank you for your insights. I thank you for correcting me both on Lever and also on using the word artificial intelligence. It's been a sheer pleasure to meet with you, and I really hope that we can get you back to the ATC in 2018.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Trevor.
Bye-bye.